comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every Funko Soda figure that has been released so far in 2022. Now, I've decided to make this as a two-part video because there have been so many Funko Soda announcements that there have been more than both 2021 and 2022, so I thought it'd be easier to do it into two parts where everything that has been released up until this point will be in this video, and then everything else that has been announced but is yet to be released will most likely be in the second part of this video, which will be releasing at the end of December. Which I think there are a total of, I believe, close to 80 Funko Soda figures that have released so far in 2022, which that's a lot, and that also includes the sodas involved in the 6-packs. But without further ado, let's kick off this first part of every Funko Soda figure released in 2022 through the Tiermaker app.
Alrighty guys, so here we go. We got every Funko Soda figure that has been released thus far in the year of 2022. And when I mean by release, I mean at various retailers, not when a certain Funko YouTuber somehow gets them a week after they get announced and then sells them on Whatnot for a profit. So the categories we have here from worst to best are stale, could have been better, not bad, really good, and delicious being the top category. And these were actually placed in the order of when they were announced before they got released, which kicking off, we have a Funko Soda that was supposed to be released during Halloween, hence Funkoween, but actually released in February of 2022. That is the Vampire Freddy Funko, which this was a Funko Shop exclusive. And this is going to go right under delicious. I love when Funko makes a Funko Soda figure where the mold is completely different. And not only that, for this specific character, it is a completely different character. You got Vampire Freddy for the common, and you got Skeleton Freddy as the chase. And I think getting either the common or the chase is great. Next up, we got ourselves Master Chief from Halo. And I'm going to put this under not bad, mainly because obviously with the common, you got regular Master Chief outfit, and then you got the black outfit, which I feel people might want, but I think people would be content on just getting the common and not want to go and get a second can to get their chances on a chase to go up. Next up, we have ourselves Godspeed from The Flash, which was a GameStop exclusive, and this will also go under not bad, probably beside the Master Chief, mainly because I have more of a personal reaction towards Master Chief, but all the chases is glow in the dark, but glow in the dark does make sense for a character like Godspeed. Now moving over to the cartoon classic sodas that were announced, we got ourselves first Roger Ramjet, and I'm going to put this under could have been better, and it's because I don't exactly know how many people actually requested for Roger Ramjet. I think that's like a very small portion of Funko fanatics would have wanted this, to be honest. Next up, we got ourselves Snorky from Banana Splits, and I am going to put this probably in between Master Chief and the Godspeed. Next up, we have ourselves Underdog, and I'm going to put this under really good. I don't have much of a personal reaction towards Underdog, but the fact, once again, like I mentioned with the Vampire Freddy soda, is the fact that it's essentially two completely different molds and pretty much, I think, actually two complete different characters, if I'm not mistaken, because it's like an alter ego of Underdog. Next up, we got ourselves Fuzzy Lumpkins, and I'm going to put this could have been better, mainly because we probably rather would have wanted like other Powerpuff Girls sodas, like even the main characters, before we wanted Fuzzy Lumpkins. Next up, we have ourselves Michael Scott from The Office, and I'm going to put this at the end of really good, mainly because not only do we have Michael Scott from The Office as the common, but we have his alter ego from season 3 of Prison Mike as the chase, which I know that a lot of people would rather want the Funko Soda chase for that instead of the common, which is why I think it's really good, because more people would actually want to get the chase than the common per se. Next up, we have ourselves Creed Bratton from The Office, which was an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and I'm going to put this at the beginning of not bad, and it's not under really good like the Michael Scott, because with this Funko Soda, it's in the same exact pose for both the common and the chase, unlike the Michael Scott, even though it kind of is in that same arms cross pose, but I think they're crossed a different way, so it's a slightly different mold. I don't know. Bloody Chase chase is cool, but they could have even done like him with the mung beans to possibly go under really good for a little bit of a different mold instead of just adding blood to it. But I'm totally perfectly fine. I hope that I end up getting the chase for the Creed Bratton when we decide to open up our Funko sodas for an eventual video. Next up, we have ourselves Spiky from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I'm going to put this under not bad, like right at the beginning, because the overall detail is really cool, and especially the chase figure is blacklight, which I really do enjoy the colors involved. Next up, we have ourselves Popeye, and I am going to put this... I'll put this at the beginning of really good for right now. It could go under delicious. I might change my mind later, but once again, you got two different moldings of the character, one in the sailor outfit and one in the regular outfit, and the arm is winding up for the chase. So I think it's a really cool soda can. I probably might change my mind later on and put it under delicious. We'll just have to see the rest of the sodas. Next up, we have ourselves number 5 from the Umbrella Academy, and I will be putting this under, I'll put it in between Creed and Master Chief, mainly because it is a bloody chase like Creed Bratton, but I have more of a personal reaction towards Creed Bratton since I am a fan of The Office. Next up, we have ourselves Kasuke Bakugo from My Hero Academia, and this is going to go under could have been better. And it's mainly because of the fact that all this is a glow-in-the-dark chase. I'm never really a fan of when Funko does the glow-in-the-dark chases for the My Hero Academia sodas. I know for a lineup like that, they could pull off better chases. And I mean, if you got the glow-in-the-dark chase, cool, but if you just got the common, I feel like you wouldn't want to go out and try to get the chase unless you are a really huge fan of My Hero Academia and you want to get the entire set. Like, I got one chase for one and one common for the other, but I'm not going to go grab the common for the one I'm missing and then the chase for the one I'm missing, because I just feel like glow-in-the-dark as the chase specification for these My Hero Academia characters just isn't worth it for me. Next up, we have ourselves Mr. Owl from Tootsie Pops for the Ad Icons lineup, and I'm going to put this in the second spot in not bad. Definitely makes sense for a flock chase. Next up, we have ourselves the Donald Duck sodas, the Three Caballeros or whatever it is, where there's two chases and this is going under delicious. And it's mainly because of the fact that we have never seen up until this point Funko soda figures with two chases, and we didn't think it was very possible. It's behind the Vampire Freddy just because I like that design a bit better than these Calabero sodas. I don't plan on getting any of these, but I don't blame if they were doing a tier maker list like I am right now, that they put this in front of the Vampire Freddy just because there are two chases, but definitely deserves to be under delicious. Next up, we got ourselves Twinkie the Kid for the Ad Icons lineup, and I am going to put this at the end. Nope, I'm actually going to put it here at could have been better. It could have been better because did we really need a solid gold chase? Not really. Next up, we got ourselves King Kong, and I am going to put this probably... I'll put it right here under not bad, mainly because definitely makes sense for the flock chase because King Kong is a gorilla. Next up, we got ourselves Venom for the Marvel lineup, and I'm going to put this in between the Creed Bratton and number 5 for not bad, mainly because I do like the fact that they added the tongue on the chase, because I think more people would want to get the tongue chase rather than just Venom just sitting there smiling right there for the common. Next up, we got ourselves 11 from Stranger Things, and I am going to put this as the number 3 spot on not bad so far, mainly because, I mean, it's the same mold except they added the blonde hair, but the blonde hair does make sense because it's the wig during season 1, I believe, or season 2, I can't exactly remember, but it was also cool to finally see a Stranger Things Funko soda. Next up, we got ourselves Willy Wonka, and I'm gonna probably put this under really good. I think it's cool that we're finally seeing some Willy Wonka products again, because we haven't seen any pops in a long time, so for them to make them into soda figure form is really cool, especially with the golden ticket chase. That's pretty sweet. Next up, we got ourselves Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. I gotta put this under could have been better, and it's mainly because what was the point of making it a glow-in-the-dark chase? I feel like they could have done like a different outfit or even a different molding with a different outfit. Next up, we got ourselves Lucky the Leprechaun from Lucky Charms, and I will put this probably at the beginning of not bad, mainly because of personal reaction reasons, because Lucky the Leprechaun, Lucky Charms, one of my favorite cereals to eat. And I do like a little bit of the difference between the common and the chase because of the fact that the common version is holding the spoon and the heart marshmallow, and the chase is holding the spoon with the bowl of Lucky Charms. So I think either or would be fine. I kind of want the chase, but I'm sure that people would be fine with just getting the common. Next up, we got ourselves Fleegle from Banana Splits, and I am going to put this probably, where is, right there. I'll put it in front of Snorky, mainly because it makes more sense for Fleegle, who clearly is a dog, to be flocked than an elephant, in my opinion. Next up, we got ourselves Agatha Harkness, and I will put this probably at the end of Not Bad, like in front of Godspeed, mainly because I got a little bit more of a personal reaction with her unlike Godspeed, and I feel like they could have done something a little bit different as terms to this soda. I mean, glow in the dark does make sense, but even if you did a little bit of a different hand positioning with the soda for the chase, I think it would have turned out a bit better. Next up, we got ourselves Carl Fredricksen from the Pixar movie Up, and this has got to go under delicious, because it's two completely different ages for Carl. You even have a little bit of a height difference in terms of the soda to make it accurate as terms to the aging, which is really cool. Different moldings, and this is just awesome. Definitely one of the best Pixar Funko sodas. You know what? Screw it. I'm actually going to put it before the Donald Ducks, in my opinion. Next up, we got ourselves Russell from Up, and I will put this at the beginning of Not Bad. And it's mainly because there's not really much of a difference. I mean, you got a bit of a different facial expression, but the outfit's the same. The hand molding's pretty much the same, except he is holding the scout book this time. Next up, we have ourselves Vince Clortho from Ghostbusters, and this has got to kick off delicious. Two completely different characters. The fact that Vince Clortho turns into the demon dog, which is Zool, and this is just crazy. I never thought that Funko would do this with sodas, where it's pretty much a different character. Next up, we got ourselves Bluto from Popeye, and I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I like the fact that they made it colored for one molding, which is the common, and then the chase is black and white, but they added a bit of a different facial expression to where it's okay, well, maybe I do want to get the chase version instead of just making that same molding as the common, but doing just a color change. Next up, we got ourselves Snout Spout from Masters of the Universe. I'm going to put this under Not Bad at the end. I don't really know who this character is, which is why, but I do like the aspect of it being metallic because obviously the outfit and I think the head sculpt is metallic, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, we have ourselves Ariel from The Little Mermaid, which was an Entertainment Earth exclusive. And I will probably put this maybe in between Agatha and Godspeed. I do understand why they did this is because they did the Funko Pop that was an Entertainment Earth exclusive of what the chase looks like and how it's blue translucent, but I mean, maybe they could have done a little bit of a different molding and still kept it the same way that the common is in terms of the colorway. Next up, we have ourselves Captain America, and honestly, I am going to put this probably in between, I'll put it in front of Snorky. Next up, we have ourselves Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob. I will put this in between Ariel and the Agatha Harkness, and this is definitely better than the Jay because of the fact that at least they put a mask on him to make him slightly different, unlike the Jay, which has a specification change, which in my opinion just does not make sense. Next up, we have ourselves Lemonhead from Lemonhead, and I'm going to put this, honestly, I might actually put this in between 11 and Creed Bratton, just because it's a unique Funko soda, especially for an ad icon, I believe, that has not been made into Funko Pop form yet, which is really cool. And even though I don't think I've ever had Lemonhead, I believe it is a sour candy, so having a glitter chase definitely makes sense in my opinion. We got the Oompa Loompa from Willy Wonka, and I feel like I gotta put beside Willy Wonka in really good. That's really cool. We get an Oompa Loompa Funko soda. I feel like the design looks much better in my opinion than what they did with the Funko Pop, especially when you have the Wonka bar as the chase instead of the golden ticket. Really awesome for you to wanting to get both the chase figures for the Willy Wonka set. Next up, we have ourselves Plastic Man from the DC Comics lineup. I'm going to put this, I'll put it in front of the owl Mr. Owl. Next up, we have ourselves Yakko from Animaniacs, and I am going to put this in front of Agatha Harkness, mainly because I mean, you do have a different head sculpt and a facial expression change, but it is the same exact body mold with the arm to the side and the one hand sticking out. Nothing really different. Next up, we have ourselves the Blacklight TMNT Funko Soda 6-pack, and I'm going to be talking about both the common and the chases at the same time for this. And I think, you know what? It's not bad, and I'll kick it off at not bad because I like the idea of Funko Soda 6-packs. But all it is was just a color swap where for the turtles, it was just changing the colors of the headbands with what their skin color is, obviously being green. And then Bebop and Rocksteady having chases that, especially with Bebop, looking almost too similar to the original Bebop, but Rocksteady having a different color change for the chase. I mean, it was pretty decent, but at the same time, it was cool to have Funko Soda 6-packs. Next up, we have ourselves Carnage, which was an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and I will actually put this in the middle of really good, and it's mainly because, once again, personal reaction, I collect pretty much all of the Carnage pops, and I am planning on getting the Carnage Funko Sodas, hoping to get both the common and the chase, but I know for a fact, judging by the way that the common and chases are for the two in front of it, that I know for a fact those are better as terms to a common chase bundle. Next up, we have ourselves the previews exclusive Gargoyle from, of course, Gargoyles, or it's not Gargoyle, but it's Goliath from Gargoyles. And I'm going to put this in front of the Master Chief, and it's mainly because it makes sense as terms to what they did with the Funko Pops. You have the regular one as the common, and the chase version was, I believe, the chase of the original pop, or it was like an exclusive to some retailer. Next up, we have ourselves Darkseid from the Justice League, and I am going to put this in this section of could have been better, and it's simply because I feel like even though the chase is a little bit better, I feel like they could have done something fairly different where it was worth getting both the common and the chase. Because I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me at least. Next up, we have ourselves Yogi Bear, which will actually go in the third spot of not bad, mainly because you got a common, which has essentially the basket, but then you have a chase that doesn't have the basket, but it's flocked. So it's like, oh, I kind of want the common and I want the chase. So that's why it's under that section and not bad. Next up, we have ourselves Geralt from The Witcher. Oh, okay. I am going to put this, where am I going to put this? Probably in not bad, and I will put it probably right here because all it is just a head sculpt difference. Next up, we have ourselves Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, and I gotta put this at the end of really good. I'm really excited about this Funko Soda because you got normal Rick Sanchez for the common, but then my favorite variant of Rick Sanchez as the chase, which is Doofus Rick. I felt like if it was a different version or even like Toxic Rick, it probably could have kicked off not bad, to be honest, but because it's Doofus Rick as the chase, I had more of a personal reaction and it went to really good. Next up, we have ourselves Gizmo from Gremlins, and I'll put this at the beginning of not bad. I do like the idea of the 3D glasses because once again, they did the Funko Pop with that, but I felt like it could have even been really good if they would have just made the common version and then made it flock, to be honest. Next up, we have ourselves George Sanderson from Monsters, Inc. And I honestly have to put this in really good, right at the middle, mainly because of, even though the glam shot looks great with what they did with the common and the chase, I know that the pink doesn't look as good in person with this Funko Soda from seeing videos as it does in the glam shot, which is why it didn't shoot up to essentially the beginning of really good or even the end of delicious for this ranking list. Next up, we have ourselves Sam from Trick or Treat. I don't know. I'm going to put this maybe right there in not bad. Next up, we have Pete from the Disney lineup, and I'm going to put this under not bad. And at this point, I feel like not bad is just going to be no specific order because I can't exactly figure out at this point where to exactly put everything, but it's a not bad soda. I like the different posings and the facial expression. Next up, we got ourselves Frankenstein, and I'm going to put this under could have been better, and I'll put it like right there. Mainly because, I mean, I understand the glow-in-the-dark aspect. That makes sense. But I felt like if people wanted to grab multiples, it would have made sense for the common to be the chase because more people know Frankenstein when he has his arms out rather than him holding the flower, essentially. Next up, we have ourselves Doctor Strange, and I'm honestly going to put this under could have been better because they definitely could have pulled off a way better chase than what they have here. I feel like people would just want to get the common and not care about the chase. chase. Next up, we got Cyborg from Teen Titans, and honestly, at least for me, that's the same case, but I like Doctor Strange better than Cyborg. Ricochet Rabbit, I'm going to put that at the end right here. No specific order at this point for not bad. Samurai Jack, not bad. Goofy, not bad. Gomez Adams is, you know what? He's not bad, but like this could be, if I was once again, ranking these in order at this point, it would be much higher because I do like the fact that they do have color changes and the fact that he's holding the hand in his hand. I forgot the hand's name. I think it's Thing. Next up is Robocop, and I'm going to put that into not bad. Klaus from the Umbrella Academy, I'm going to put this in could have been better because I feel like it would have been cooler to have season 1 Klaus as the common and season 2 Klaus as the chase instead of just, doing the same mold for the common and chase and then making him with his eyes closed without sunglasses for the chase, especially because you're getting less now as turns to your chase figure. Next up, we got ourselves Dracula, and I'm going to put this under not bad because I do like the masked and unmasked portion and the fact how it looks very metallic-y for the chase. Next up, we got ourselves Hades, which was a WonderCon exclusive, and I'll put this at the end of really good. I do enjoy the fact that they went with blue Hades as the common and red Hades as the chase. They did that for the Funko Pop, so it makes sense for them to do this for the Funko Soda figure. Next up, we got ourselves Yzma, and this will go under not bad, and literally at the end kind of makes sense because of the fact that they could have done something totally different for the common and the chase, especially because on the can, it's actually showing the picture of Yzma in her normal self before wearing the scientist outfit. So if they would have done normal Yzma as the common and then scientist as the chase, I think it would have been a whole lot better and probably would have been under really good. Then we got ourselves the Blacklight Banana Split sodas of Snorky, Fleegle, Bingo, and Drooper, in which I will separate these into different categories. I'll put this one in not bad, and I actually will put it in front of the original one just because of the fact that I like the colorways. Fleegle, I'm not really a fan of Fleegle in the Blacklight form, so I might actually put it behind the original Fleegle. I think for Bingo, this should go at the second last spot of really good because I really enjoy the colorways involved with both the common and the chase. Really enjoy the chase more. And Drooper will go under not bad, no specific order, mainly because this also is the very first Drooper soda. Like, we never got the original one yet, so the fact that they made the Blacklight version before the normal one is pretty surprising to me, and the colorway is pretty decent, probably my second favorite out of the bunch. Next up, we have ourselves Boba Fett, and this is going to go under really good, and it will go, I'll put it at the end of really good, mainly because they could have went the route of making it a metallic chase because of the armor, but I like how they went with prototype Boba Fett as the chase. It's a different color mold, but people do enjoy the prototype version, so I really like that they went down that route. Luke Skywalker, I will put under not bad, like specifically right at the beginning, because it's Bespin Luke Skywalker from Empire Strikes Back, and the chase is him with his hand cut off, so it's kind of like really cool but savage at the same time. But there's just something about it where they could have done something different. It could have even shot up to really good if they pulled off maybe a double chase for this Funko soda. That would have been sweet. Next up, we have ourselves the SpiderMan soda, and I'm going to put this under could have been better in front of Frankenstein. Next up, we have ourselves the GameStop exclusive Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm going to put this under not bad, like at the beginning, mainly because I do like the common and the chase. You got him holding his fist for the common and then him holding the Smoke and Skull title for the chase, and it is WWE, which I do enjoy WWE, so personal reaction on that, but I felt like they could have done something a bit different for the common, even if maybe they had him in his blue jeans as you see for the common, and then had him in his actual trunks for his ring gear in the chase holding the Smoke and Skull title. I think it would have shot up to really good at that point. Next up, we have ourselves Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to put this under could have been better, and it's mainly because all you're doing is just taking the sunglasses off. Like, you could have done something really cool as terms to the chase, but all you did was just take the sunglasses off. It's the exact same posing, exact same clothing, and then exact same hairstyle also. Next up, we have ourselves Ashy from Samurai Jack, and you know what? I'm going to put this under not bad. I like the difference between the common and the chase, where it's the black outfit and the green outfit, and there's even a different molding, which I do really enjoy. Next up, we have ourselves the Sock Monkey, and if you've heard me talk about this on the channel before, you would know that I would put this under stale. And it's mainly because I'm not liking the one color design, even though I know some people have mentioned that this was a design before where it was just one color and it has the different faces, but I don't know. This just brings me to like thinking about like artist series pops, which don't look good. So this kind of almost looks like an artist series soda, even though it's possibly accurate to these versions of the sock monkey. But I would rather like the other designs of the sock monkeys more in soda form than these ones, in my opinion. Plus, there's got to be one item in every category. So if there's going to be one going under stale, it's got to be the sock monkey. Next up, we have ourselves Shorty from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I will put this under not bad, and I guess specifically I'll put it beside the Spiky because they're both just as detailed, but maybe Spiky has a bit more details in terms of the hair, hence the name Spiky, I guess, and I like the Blacklight form better for Spiky than I do with Shorty, so I guess that's why it's positioned there. Next up, we got ourselves George Jetson from the Jetsons, and this is gonna go under could have been better, and I'll put it, I guess at this point, it doesn't really matter of could have been better. This is no specific order. I think George Jetson would be better than Faye Valentine, in my opinion. But all it is just they added like the whole like helmet there for George Jetson instead of just making the molding a bit different. Next up, we got ourselves Remy from Ratatouille, which I believe it was a box lunch exclusive. And I will put this under, what am I putting this? Not bad, because obviously people would want the chase. Flocked makes sense for a rat, but my personal reaction wasn't all up there because we've seen so many Pixar sodas of, let's say, Russell and Carl from Up, and we've seen the Coco one, and now we've seen Ratatouille. Where the heck is Toy Story? I want to see a Toy Story Funko soda figure. Next up, we got ourselves the Funko Shop exclusive ScoobyDoo Funko Soda 6-pack, which once again, like the TMNT Blacklight sodas, I will mention both the common and chase all together as the 6 figures. And I will actually put this under really good. It's just a matter of where I'm putting it. I'll actually put it right in the middle of really good, in between George Sanderson and Michael Scott. And it's mainly because both the commons and the chases were pretty solid for the most part, like Scooby-Doo with Scooby-Dum. I really like the chase better for the Phantom Shadow than the common with that pinkish red look. Overall, with what they did with the chase is pretty decent, and I do believe so far, at least as of the recording of this video, this is the best Funko Soda 6-pack they've done, even though they've only done 2 so far. Next up, we got ourselves Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, and this actually isn't bad. I really enjoy the way that the colors look as terms to the common and the chase, where it's kind of normal, and then you have this like comic book-esque look where it's 2 colors of blue and black, and it's also got something different in his hand, I believe, and I really enjoy that. I do have that soda that I got from a mystery box, and I haven't opened it because of our upcoming can cracking video of a bunch of Funko sodas, so hopefully I do pull the chase on that soda. And I'll leave the Star Wars sodas for last, but I will go to the WreckIt Ralph soda, which I will put in not bad because I feel like the common is cool, but I don't know how many people really want the chase unless you're a huge fan of WreckIt Ralph. And then we got the Star Wars sodas here, which I will actually put the Boba Fett one in front of the Boba Fett and put the Luke Skywalker one also in front of the original Boba Fett, just because I love these comic book-esque designs of Luke Skywalker and Boba Fett much better, but they could have been much higher if the glow-in-the-dark aspect you didn't find out until you put the black light, because I was just originally imagining that the chases for these before they released were holographic, where it was automatically blue before you turned the black light on and seen how much it glowed. But the fact that you have to wait until you look at the pog to see if you got the chase or not, I'm not really a fan of that. That's what I'm kind of down about as terms of that. But as terms of the common, really cool. So that's it, everyone. That's every Funko soda figure. There is a bit more photos in the bottom there, but those were accidental of other ones that were repeats of the ones that are already on this tier maker list. And that is every Funko soda figure released so far in the year of 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed this, because I can't wait to do part 2 that will be releasing at the end of December with the rest of the Funko soda figures.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's ranking video on every Funko soda figure released in 2022 part 1, make sure you smash that like button, comment in the comments section below, and let me know what your favorite Funko soda figure was that's been released so far, and do you agree or disagree with my ranking list? And as said in the little intro, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when future content like part 2 of this video gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.